Hey, kings and queens. Today I want you to say thank you. Tell them thank you. Thank you for pushing me in the lion's den. You thought I was going to come out like some gravy and onions, but I came out with a coldness to me, like Coke and a smile, like a cold Coke on a hot summer day with a smile. They thought you was gonna come out like smoked liver and onions, and it was gonna be a little burn, but you came out with a Coke and a smile. See, they thought they was gonna throw you in the lion's den, and they thought that lion was gonna eat you up. But what they didn't know, that you was gonna be in there with the lion. The lion gonna just see how the light is on you, and he was gonna be asleep, and he was gonna protect you. Or they thought he was gonna eat you, but they didn't eat you. Tell him thank you for putting you in a pit, Joseph. Tell him thank you for putting me in a pit, throwing me in a pit, because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know I was going to the palace. I didn't know I was gonna be a homeowner. See, I thought I was just a little dreamer. You got mad because you said I was a dreamer. You got mad because I told you the vision, and I said I was gonna be a wife. I was gonna be a husband. I was gonna be the first in our family to have land that we didn't build. I was gonna be the first one to come out the curse. I was not gonna be an alcoholic. I wasn't gonna be a drug addict. I wasn't gonna be the one gonna let my children get touched. That part right there. Thank you for pushing me in a pit, because I didn't know the fire that I had, that I was coming to the palace. I was coming out. Everything that the enemy used against you, it did not prosper. Do you understand? When it came out, you came out a warrior. You came out a king. You came out a queen. See, when they thought you, David, they thought, see, they didn't know that the training, when you was out there fighting lions, tigers, and bears, they thought they was going to push you out there with the giant Goliath. They said, oh, they laughed at you. They said, oh, he got just like 3 little rocks in a slingshot. Okay, let's give him our armor, but it was too big for you. But guess what? You said, baby, I don't need your armor. Just give me my 3 rocks in a slingshot. I'm gonna go out here and take this giant down. They sit there and laugh and say, how he gonna kill that little big old giant? Look at his little self. He ain't go do nothing. You went out there with your 3 rocks in a slingshot. Cause see, what they didn't know, the anointing was on your life. Baby, you was already prepared. You was going into the palace. You finna knock that giant down. So every giant you had in your life, every generational curse, every alcoholism, addiction, molestation, unalive, murdering spirit, depression, suicide, anything, perversion, every single thing that was in your life, you was gonna tear that Goliath down. You was gonna kill that Goliath with your 3 rocks and a slingshot. So yeah, you should say thank you. Thank you for putting me in a pit. Thank you for pushing me in the lion's den. Thank you for putting me out there to fight that giant, because I didn't know who I am. Because you know you a kings and a queen, and you know that you are a warrior. You a soldier. You was pushed in that pit. You were pushed in that den with that lion. You was pushed. But guess what? When they pushed you in a furnace and they thought you was going to come out smelling like smoke, you didn't smell like smoke. Guess what? Baby, that fire got turned up and they came out smelling like smoke, because, baby, they got burnt up in the fire, that part. So while everybody coming against you thinking that they going to put you in the furnace and you going to come out smelling like smoke, baby, you not. Baby, you going to come out that lion's den with a Coke and a smile. Do you understand me? You going to come out the pit and you going to the palace and you going to cross your legs and you going to be like, here he go. The man right here, that part. I'm telling you, don't let them sit there and you the queen. They thinking they laughing at you. Oh, she ain't gonna have no husband. She just, no, she ain't this, she ain't that. Baby, you a whole queen else. You gonna be sitting in a palace telling them what to do, that part. See, they mad because, see, people wasn't choosing them in the family. See, that thing that you told them you was gonna get, that kings and queens, that you was gonna be the king, you gonna be the queen, you gonna be this. They said, oh, you a little dreamer. You ain't gonna be that. You speaking crazy. You speaking like this. How you ain't nobody else in our family didn't get off drugs. Didn't nobody in our family get off out of section A and come out of public house. Didn't nobody else be off addiction. Didn't nobody else move out of state. Didn't nobody else get no 4-year degree. Didn't nobody else become a doctor. Didn't nobody else get a PhD. So what make you think you gonna get it? Because, baby, I'm chosen, that part. God chose me to break these chains, to get us through the rain, through the storm. He chose me. You mad? But guess what? It don't even matter, because we gonna get to this palace. I'm breaking the chains. And if you don't want to go, that's okay. But I know I'm taking my family and I'm gonna get the inheritance. My child gonna be blessed. My husband gonna be blessed. Anything attached to you gonna be blessed. Whatever it is, your wife gonna be blessed. You walk on to that palace. Cause baby, you gonna come out with a Coke and a smile. Baby, you ain't gonna come out smelling like smoke. You ain't gonna be no chop suey. You ain't gonna be no liver and gravy, baby. You gonna come out like Coke and a smile, baby. You gonna be able to eat the buffet table, that part. You gonna have grapes, apples, oranges, whatever, steak, whatever you want, chicken, salmon. You gonna have rice, gravy, biscuits, whatever you want, baby, because you gonna have a buffet. That's gonna be laid out for you. Cause God is gonna supply all your needs. And guess what? Your children gonna be blessed. You no longer walking in the curse. He chose you. You just know that the pit experience, that David experienced, that when you was in the field, when you was in the lion's den, when you was in a fiery furnace, that was your story. That was your testimony. Cause you coming out. You're not gonna smell like smoke. You're not gonna be thrown. You already took your 3 little rocks in that slingshot and took that big giant down in your life. That's why that the things coming against you, but you gonna come out. You coming out, you coming out. Say, I'm coming out. I'm not gonna be smelling like smoke. I am coming out the lion's den with a Coke and a smile. Today, it stops. Any burdens that I had, any talks that I had in my mind negative, baby, I am a king, I'm a queen, I'm a David, I am a Deborah, I am an Esther, I am Daniel, I am a Jeremiah, I am a Elijah, I am. Say, I am. I am chosen by God. And guess what? I do not apologize for being who I am. I am a king. I am a queen. I am his daughter. I am his son. I will no longer walk in anything, any shame, any guilt, or feeling bad about things because you chose me, God. So I'm moving forward. I'm going to walk in my authority and my inheritance. I'm gonna get everything that the enemy stole from me, because you said if the thief is found, he got to pay me back 7-fold. And guess what? He got to give me 3 more, because that's what I want. I want plus interest. That part. Tell him you want plus interest. He ain't gonna come up in your house. Yeah, he did form the weapon, but it ain't gonna prosper, because honey, your daddy said you about that smoke. He gave you the authority to trample on snakes, serpents. Baby, you can crush the head of a snake. So while you waiting, while you worry, pick up your sword, pick up your armor, get to work, get your inheritance. Don't worry about the former things behind you. Move forward. You got this, kings and queens. God love you. You walking in your authority. You can turn down strongholds. You can turn down chains. That's why he chose you. So come out with your Coke and a smile and have a good day.